All right, so I'm going to do a real quick demo of Read&Write. If you've never used Read&Write before, what happens is after you open up the software, it actually pulls a toolbar on top of your screen. And the cool thing about that is after you open the toolbar, then it basically just interacts with whatever's already opened on your screen. So if I want to work within Word and I want to use some of the tools on the toolbar, I just open up Microsoft Word and it's going to work with that. If I'm online, like I was a second ago, maybe I'm in Google Chrome and I'm doing some research or whatever, I just pop open Google Chrome and the toolbar is going to interact with that. And so on the toolbar, there's almost 30 tools, so there's quite a few. We don't have time to go over 30 tools, nor do I want to go over 30 tools, nor do you want to hear 30 tools today. So I'm just going to hit on the most popular ones and show you how to use it. But really, by the end of this, you'll have a good idea of how to utilize this. And even there are video tours for all of our tools, actually. So if you're not sure what something does and you want to find out, I can show you how to watch a little video tour on that. So I'll start off real quick by showing text-to-speech. If you want something read aloud, it's really as simple. There's a couple ways to do it, but the most simplistic way to do it is to just highlight text, as you saw a second ago when I was just testing it out, and then just click play.
The unique geography of the Arctic leads to unique weather patterns that reappear.
And it does the dual color highlighting, like with what Bill said, how important that is. There's actually a lot of research to where that they talk about how it actually raises like your reading comprehension levels as well as you're taking in that. So it's really powerful. But that's the first and most simple way to do it. Highlight text, press play, and it'll read something out loud that way. Also, we have a thing called a screenshot reader, and this is a really cool and really powerful tool. Basically what this does, Bill talked about OCR, optical character recognition. Like if there's something on your computer screen that the computer doesn't recognize as text, like this sea level pressure composite mean MB thing over here, like if I tried to highlight that to press play, you see how it just grabs the whole image? It's I don't know what it is, a JPEG or some kind of image file. So the computer doesn't know that this is text. Have no fear, the screenshot reader is here. Sorry, I wasn't going to, then I did. You can click on this guy and it freezes your screen. And then it turns your mouse into like crosshairs. And then all you have to do is just draw a box around whatever you want to have scanned. It'll actually do an OCR scan.
Sea level pressure composite mean MB.
I'll stop it there. It even has a little play button at the bottom to where you don't have to keep OCR in it every single time. It'll just save it on your screen like that. And that's really cool because that can be used in a lot of different applications, not just online, whenever you're finding images and stuff like that. There'll be times, kind of some of the stuff that Bill showed you, like maybe you have a worksheet in an iPhone or something and you want to have something read aloud and this is all you got right now, you could take a photo of it, email it to yourself and draw a box around whatever you want read. Like I've got this example I like to use. This is just an iPhone picture of a monument in Canada. And I opened it up in the Windows Photo Viewer or whatever, so I didn't this is not special formatting or anything. I just grab this guy and draw a box around whatever I want read. OCR scan this.
Captain John Palliser was able to carry out his project of eye making.
Anyways, so there you go. And it works really, really well. I think it kind of messed up slightly on of, but that's, again, OCR. Not 100% perfect, but really it does work awesome. We use Abby, so it's a really good OCR. But anyway, so that's just a thought, is that you have this at your fingertips, especially if you're in a pinch. The screenshot reader can read a lot of things, if maybe all you do have is your phone or something like that. Let me pull open my web browser again here real quick. And by the way, you can change the way the voice sounds and everything within Read&Write. If you don't like the way that it sounds, plus you can change the pitch and all that kind of stuff and all that. But I'm not going to go into how you do a bunch of the things. I will just tell you that if you are using this and you want to look at what options you have, like settings, there's these little drop-down menus next to all your icons. So this is specific to speech, to your speech, your text-to-speech. Or if you go back here, these are specific to the picture dictionary, all right? And then the other thing I like to point out is that on the very last option for all your tools is a video tour, like I said earlier. So if you forget everything I say, don't forget about the video tour, because then you can just sit here and click on that, and it's like a 2 or 3 minute real quick video tour of what does that tool do and exactly how to use it. So it's really short and really simple. A couple more really quick tools I'll hit on. and then I'm going to flip over and look at some like research tools that we have. Is the dictionary and the picture dictionary. They're talking, or the dictionary is talking dictionary, which is pretty cool. So like you don't know what a word is, you can click on it and just click on the dictionary, and you've got a talking dictionary right at your fingertips. So let's just say I don't know what that is and I want to have this read aloud. I just stick my cursor there and press play.
1. Radically distinctive and without equal, he is a...
All right, so again, super easy to use. You just highlight a word, click on the dictionary, and it will pull that up. In addition to that, we even have like a picture dictionary to where you can pull up an image of the word and even have the regular talking dictionary right there at your fingertips as well. So this is really, I think Bill talked about it earlier about having tools that anybody could use. And like, here's a tool that we'll have a lot of universities where international students like this a lot because they're learning English and they want to have, this thing to show them pictures of what things are. So there's a lot of really cool tools. We had universal design in mind when we built this toolbar to have tools for absolutely everybody. Yeah. The only other things I would say on this real quick toolbar, and I'm going to flip to another one here in a second, is we do have a Daisy reader. Since he mentioned Daisy books, if you do have a Daisy book and you get it from Bookshare or whatever, you can just click on this little flower and it'll open it up as well. And then we also have a PDF reader. You can open up a PDF like normal and it'll work pretty well, but this just fine tunes it. If you open it up with this, you just click on PDF and go find your PDF and it'll work really, really well with that. So I'll show you this. To make this a little more simplistic, because there are so many tools, we've got pre-configured toolbars already built in. And you'll see at the top right-hand corner, it says writing features. So like there are different features more than just the toolbar I was showing you a second ago. But I'm gonna hit on this and then I'll show you one research feature and then we'll be done here. But under the writing features toolbar, we have things like making voice notes within Microsoft Word, like recording your voice and inserting those little voice notes into Word, which is pretty cool. Even a spell check that's a lot more sophisticated than the spell check that's in Microsoft Word. Like it'll pick up like phonemic errors and different things like that, phonetic errors. But I will show you word prediction because this is really popular for us. And if you are not used too much to using word prediction, it's like what happens on your cell phone when you try to text somebody, except for it's kind of a bad word prediction a lot of times. But this is a really good word prediction. It's not only does it learn your behavior, so it learns a student's behavior, whoever's using it, it learns your behavior as you begin to use it, but it also is contextualized and highly contextualized. It really knows what you're talking about. So I've used this example several times. Larry, so when I type an L, it's learned John really likes to type the word Larry. But I used it because I was in Indiana one time and someone said, if you type Larry in there and Larry Bird doesn't come up, I'm not buying your software. But anyways, good thing he came up. No, I'm just playing. But no, they did. They really wanted to see Larry. But this is just to kind of show you that it is contextualized, so it knows that you're talking about Larry. And you could even like insert a word by clicking on the word King, and it'll insert that and it'll put it in there. So now it's saying Larry King, but it looks back multiple words. So it's not just looking at the word King and going, let's just list a bunch of Kings. It's actually looking at Larry King and showing you live and showing weekend and all those things. So it's a really good, powerful word prediction. So really anyone that, there's so many uses for this, even like struggling writers, folks in writing labs and stuff that usually really, really love this. If you're a poor speller, this could be a really powerful tool for you as well. So there's just so many students that can benefit from that. And that was just as simple as getting over, to the writing features toolbar, clicking on that like crystal ball thing, and it just pops in wherever you're at. So not just on Microsoft Word, it's just there. So the last thing I'll show y'all real quick is the study skills features. And I like this too because these are tools that absolutely any student could use. And what you can do with these, they're pretty neat, and they're the highlighter tools. This is what I'll show you right now. Is if you're doing research on something and you don't want to have to copy and paste a whole lot, copy and paste over to this and over to that, you can go through a document, and this works in PDFs, on PDFs, it works in Microsoft Word or wherever you're at, not just online. But you can highlight a document up by highlighting it with your mouse like this, and then clicking on the marker, and it will change the color there. And then whenever you're finished, you can click on this little like wheel of arrows, and then it's going to ask you a few questions. This is what's defaulted here, so I'm just going to click OK. And I really wish I had this when I was in school. because it's a super easy way to do research or to pull, extract highlights and different things. It's actually, besides text-to-speech, this is actually the most popular tool that we have on the toolbar because of this, especially in higher ed, because it also not only extracts those, I sorted it by color as well, so I could group anything I highlighted in green together and all that kind of stuff. And then it also gives you bibliography information, so you know like your website title, your URL, the article title, all that cool stuff that already pulls onto this thing right here. And then the last thing you can do with the highlighters that's pretty neat is you can highlight individual words if like you're trying to learn terminology. And I'm just highlighting some simple stuff here just to show you how it works. And you can click on this little guy, which is a vocabulary builder. You can type any word in there you want. Or if you don't even want to highlight, you can just click on that and just start typing words in. But I love this too because again, if you're trying to learn terminology, you've got like words, the meaning of the word, you got a symbol to help you remember that. And you've got all built in, even a place for notes and different things like that. So it's super easy, pretty cool way to learn terms as well as extract that information. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to kind of hit on just some of the real quick highlights of Read and Write. Like I said before, there's like almost 30 tools on here, so I just like hit on the very tip of the iceberg for you there. But yeah, that's it right there.